Hello everyone, welcome back in this final episode of Bitcoin Trade. Um, Today, this is the last episode of the series of Bitcoin Trade. I'm not going to do a chart analysis. Basically, I'm not going to do any more chart analysis. I'm not going to do any more of this kind of video. I'll try to explain why. I started out trading, investing, reinvesting, arbitraging. I talk about it all and then some. And I guess since this is going to be the last video, this is the last thing I'm ever going to talk about as far as Bitcoin Trade episode. And you hear me talk about a lot of crazy shit, a lot of crazy things, and I'm going to share something with you, and it's really important, and I hope you're all listening. So I talk about the new world, I talk about the Dark Overlord, I talk about the Creator, and this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to try to explain this to you because, if you ever go on this journey, and some of you who are watching are on this journey right now, and I'll get to that a little bit later. But the reason this is going to be my last episode because literally others will be taking over, and I will be moving on to other things. I'll still be trading Bitcoin. I'll be doing everything I did. I just won't do a video about it anymore. I won't do any more chart analysis. None of that. Because what I'm moving on to is literally I'm going to be building the new world. And how am I doing this? I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it. All right. I trade Bitcoin for a very, very specific reason. I buy Bitcoins and I sell Bitcoins and I buy Bitcoins and I sell Bitcoins. And this is how I understand it. Okay, this is what I've learned from the Creator. We live in the Dark Overlord's world. This is the world that the Dark Overlord created. Created through the false source. Right? The source that we all don't know anything about. The source where all the money comes from. The root of all evil. All that money that's in the bank, that's circulating around the whole world. It's tainted. It's dirty. It's evil. Straight evil. And I can't just take the Dark Overlord's money and build a new world, because I'll just literally be building more of the old world. Okay? And the reason why I use Bitcoin is it's because it's the Creator's invention. It's the Creator's money. But how do you take something that doesn't exist and use it in this world? And so this has come up to the problem of the chicken or the egg, right? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Everyone is like asking that question, the chicken or the egg? Because for people of the old world, the question to them is, why would anybody want to buy Bitcoin and then use that Bitcoin to buy something when they could just give me the money, right? That's kind of been the argument. And my reply to that is because you will be no better off than you are or ever will be. You'll just continue on in this treadmill, in this slavery. When you continue to use the false source, your worship of the false source, your worship of the dark overlord. That's what you're doing. You're just continually repeating that cycle. If you're ever wondering why you never can never achieve those goals or never achieve that, you can't quite get there. It always seems to be out of reach. Well, now you know. Now you know why. Because you're in slavery. You're in debt. You worship the false source. And so to get out of it, you have to use the Creator's money. But how do you use the Creator's money? So, the money from the Dark Overlord that was created out of nowhere, nothing. He just, the Creator, or the Dark Overlord just creates it out of thin air, right? And the more you use that, the more you enslave yourself. So to get out of that slavery, to get out of debt, you have to learn how to use the Creator's money, the true source, the open source. Alright? And so you have to trade your debt for credit. I've said this before. You're trading your debt for credit. So you're trading the dirty money, the evil money, for good money. For the good money. Alright. So the false source, the true source. So when you make that exchange, that dirty money, that evil money has been purified. However you want to explain it to yourself, you've taken dirty money and you purified it. You've taken evil money, right, and you turned it into good money. You could say it's been anointed, it's been blessed. I mean, whatever you want to say. That transaction changes the money from evil to good, from the Dark Overlord to the Creator. Alright? So you exchange the Dark Overlord's money in exchange for Bitcoin. So what do you do with the Bitcoin? Well, you can't really do anything with it now. That's kind of been the problem. So the solution is, once you made that exchange and turn evil into good, you got good money now. You got the Creator's money. It's clean. It's been purified. It's been anointed. It's been blessed. It's been clean, purified, whatever you want to say. Okay? However you want to think of it. But do you understand what I'm saying? So once it's been cleansed of all its taint, I guess you could say, because the infrastructure has not been set up. No one's really set it up. It's just kind of starting, but not really. I don't think anybody really gets what's going on. So it comes to a point where you're you got a chicken or the egg, right? They're wondering, well, it's a chicken and egg problem, right? We're back to that again. My answer to that is you can choose which one you want to do. The chicken, you can start with the chicken, or you can start with the egg. So I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of the egg. You take your Bitcoins, which is good money now, and you exchange them. Alright, you exchange them back into a fiat currency or legal tender of this world. Okay? But that money is no longer tainted, it's no longer evil. It's been purified. Alright? It's been cleansed. So now it's still good money. Because the source of that money comes from the creator. Alright? Versus the source of the money coming from the dark overlord. So the source of the money comes from the true source versus the false source. Now, you got some cash. You got legal tender, which you can now legally build the new world. This is purified money, cleansed money. Right? Now the chicken part, or I'm sorry, the egg part, is you can start from scratch. Now I'm going to say, let's say, I'm going to give you an example. You want to start a fried chicken business, fried chicken restaurant. So you take the purified money that's been cleansed from all that taint, from evil, and you buy the land. And then you pay for the construction and all the materials. And then you pay for the employment, the food. And the thing you have to do, this is imperative, to keep it clean, to keep it purified, to build a new world, to build the Creator's world, is you have to accept Bitcoin as payment. And that's how you start it. Okay? That's how you start it with the chicken. Or I'm sorry, that's how you start it with the egg. Okay, the chicken part, same process. You are purifying the tainted money from the dark overlord, the false source. Okay? You take that legal tender that's been purified, free of taint, and you just buy a fried chicken place. So in the first example I mentioned building from new, and you let's call this new thing BFC. Bitcoin fried chicken. Alright? And the thing about it is that this place has to accept Bitcoin as payment. That's how you get it started. It's going to be tough in the beginning because there's just not many places out there like that. But as long as you keep purifying the tainted money, the evil source, alright, and turn it into the good source because it came from the Creator. The source of that money came from the Creator versus the source of that money came from the false source, from the dark overlord. As long as you can do that, you can keep that business alive long enough for you to create another one and another one, or whatever you want to do. I'm just giving you an example on fried chicken. The other option is you just buy an existing business. Let's call it Joe's Fried Chicken. Alright? You take the purified money, the purified source. The source came from the Creator. You buy out Joe's Fried Chicken. And then you have Joe's Fried Chicken accept Bitcoin as payment. you got the chicken part. So what came first, the chicken or the egg? Or the egg or the chicken? Well, you get to choose which one which one you want to start with. You want to start with the chicken? Start with the chicken. You want to start with the egg? You can start with the egg. Me personally, my preference has always been to start with an egg. I really I prefer to start from the ground up, from scratch. That's my personal preference. But sometimes it's just easier just buy that chicken, right? Because when you start with the egg, you gotta let it hatch. You gotta feed it. You gotta grow it. You gotta nurture it. You gotta let it grow. So it takes a little bit of time, but I would say it's much rewarding. Versus a chicken, it's already there. You just buy it. You know, just buy it. And then you just have it accept Bitcoin as payment. In the beginning, it's very, very tough to do that. That's why you start with the exchange of evil money versus good money. The false source, the true source. So that's why trading is really integral. Alright? So once you do that, and it comes to a point where there's a tipping point, okay? The trading aspect is really what's going to keep a lot of it going in the beginning, but after a while that tipping point occurs. And when the tipping finally happens, when it tips over, you know, you're going to have a new world. The old world is going to die. The two worlds are not compatible. They will not coexist. And so I'm going to go out and build the world, the new world. And I'm not really interested in using any of the old world banks or the old world system, because that system is the false source. It is not compatible with the new world, and it will not coexist. It is not meant to. The old world must die for the new world to be born. And so that is what I've learned from the Creator. That is what the Creator has taught me. And when you do that, what you're doing is you're trading your debt for credit. You're giving up slavery for freedom. I want you to think about that. You are giving up slavery for freedom. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go out and build the new world. And I'm not going to do any more chart analysis. You're not going to see any more charts. You're not going to see any more candlesticks. Bitcoin trade episode, was it 259, I think? This is the last episode. This is the end of the series. And my new series will not be about trading anymore, because it's time to build. It's time to start building the new world. It's time to start building the infrastructure for the new world. Okay? It's not time to build We're not going to be building the old world anymore. The old world is dying. And so, that's a part of the world I don't want to be involved in anymore. And apparently that world doesn't want to be a part of me anymore either. It's incompatible. It cannot coexist. The old world must die for the new world to be born. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what the Creator wants me to do. That's why I'm co-creating with the Creator. The Creator literally has taught me how to create the Creator's mind, not the Dark Overlord's mind, the false source versus the true source. So, this is the last Bitcoin trade episode. I will not do any more after this. After this, I will be building the new world. Build it from scratch, or, start with the chicken or start with the egg. It's up to you. But you got to start somewhere. And as for others taking over this whole video thing, I do want to share something. Okay, hold on. All right. This gentleman here, I wanna share his page. Craig Grant. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. I've been waiting. I've been waiting a while. I've been waiting a long time. Literally, I've been searching every day. Literally, see that little search box right up here? That's what I've been searching every day. Every day I've been searching. Every day it says, and then I do the filter today. And I've seen a lot of come, and I've seen a lot of go. I've seen some interesting videos and not so interesting videos. And I've been waiting for you, Mr. Grant. I've been searching for you, Mr. Grant. Now that you're here, I'm happy you're here, because now I'll be moving on. And please keep making your videos. And people who are viewing this, please watch his videos. He makes, I wasn't sure if this, I didn't know if, I've seen a lot of people come and go, but I could see in your videos you've got the magic touch. I don't know if you know anything about Mr. Grant's videos that he's made regarding Bitcoin. He's done something with donations. He actually has other people. He's actually touched other people through these videos. All right. And it's amazing. It's amazing. I was wondering how long I would have to make these Bitcoin trade videos. And my gosh, what took you so long? It took you so long to get here. I've been waiting for you. I've been searching for you. So Mr. Grant will now take over. And he seems to be doing very well. He's got this whole thing going with the donations. He's already touched a lot of people. I'm sure he's gonna do really, really well. And so please check out his video. I will be watching. I will always be watching. I will always be watching. And so there you go. I guess my search is over. You know, I've been searching. You know, I'll show you right here. Let's see. You know, I've been searching. See, I put Bitcoin in there and I click search, and then you know, today. And there he is. And at first I didn't know if it was gonna be you. If you were gonna be the one. You know, I mean, I've seen a lot of videos come and go. A lot of people kind of come and go. They make a lot of videos and they suddenly stop. You know, a lot of people get burned out. You know, sometimes you're doing this and you're doing this, and it's after a while you just kind of like wonder why you're even doing this. Sometimes, not all the times. I mean, I knew why I was doing this. I didn't have any doubt. But I was wondering, how long am I going to make these videos before you know, before you were going to come by. And you know, you did make contact first, although I was watching you before you made contact. And you know, I hope you have fun. I hope you enjoy this. It's going to be great. I'm going to enjoy. I'm really going to enjoy this and see what great things you're going to do. So you know, every day he's got something on here. Every day he's got something to say. He's got his experience to share. He's touched up. He's got the magic. He's got the magic hand. He does. He can touch you without even touching you. It's amazing. You know, I've seen it. I've witnessed it. His testimony is remarkable. You know, I've been watching him. So, anyways, I will be moving on. I still make some videos. I'll do another separate whole episode series. Some of it's going to be pretty radical. Others are boring. But yeah, I'll be doing more. I'll be more in the physical world now. Doing physical things. Building the new world, literally. You know, from the ground up, or I'll just go ahead and just go in and just take over. But wherever I go, whatever I do, I will always accept Bitcoin until we reach that tipping point. And I'm going to be doing a lot of other stuff. You know, I know there's something with Mr. Grant. He talks about the spaceship. I mean, I was like, wow. This must be the guy. This must be the person I've been waiting for. What took you so long? And yeah. I'll be building my spaceship for sure. Or I'll be building a spaceship. So, anyways, I don't want to get. This ain't gonna be too long. It's gonna be not, you know, pretty short, I guess. Half an hour for me is pretty short. You know, all my videos are raw footage. Anyways, you know, feel free to like, dislike, leave a comment, even do a video response. Till next time, I guess y'all can stay tuned. Bye.